What is going on? This is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling. So Will Caution did this interview, I believe with JJ, and it's really been making the rounds, and I definitely wanted to look at it this weekend, so let's just jump into it. It looks like to be a little under 9 minutes in length. We'll see what's happening.
What a way to cap off Anarchy tonight. What a main event here for the Anarchy Heavyweight
Oh, cool. I get to see the
Championship.
finish.
And now,
Excited about
Will
that.
Caution, far side of the ring. He's got Shane Marks locked in his sights. What's he going for? It's off the second rope, but Shane Marks quickly with the cutoff.
Shane Marks now has got to mount some offense. He has lost Matthew Hankins. There is no guidance. It has got to be sheer mind power and knowledge from past events, past fights, past matches.
Shane Marks is phenomenal.
Capitalize on. Setting Will Caution up top. However, Will Caution fights back. Rapid fire shots to the forehead and the jaw. Sends Shane Marks down. Caution up.
Yeah, top rope cutter. There it is. Off the top. Will this be it? Do we have a new champion?
It's over. Will Caution is the new heavyweight champion.
And people are happy about it.
Will Caution has done it, and Jacob Ashworth presenting the belt.
Hello Anarchy fans, John Johnson here with the new Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, the exceptional Will Caution. And Will, I want to be one of the first ones to congratulate you on a hard-fought victory. I got to ask you though, how are you feeling right now holding that championship?
It feels like I'm holding history. It feels like there's been a lot of great champions before me, and just at this time, it's my opportunity to step up and carry this show on my shoulders.
You know, this is the first time I think I've heard Will Caution speak, and it feels like I'm holding history is a really fantastic line and a way to bring it in. That title belt looks really good, by the way. And playing that part, I think it looks good. I think he looks good. So far, it's going well.
And I'm going to tell you, step up you've done. I mean, we go back to your Anarchy pay-per-view debut. We were talking about this earlier, where it was Hostile Environment 2018. You were in six-man competition.
It's nice that they have the clips.
Not even on the main card. You were on the pre-show on YouTube, and to go from that to being the main event star that you are now.
Honestly, I want to just say the work speaks for itself. You have to put the work in for what you want. And I didn't want to be the guy who was on the undercard. I always wanted to be the guy who's not only the best in the building, but the best in the state. So not only do I push myself for a championship, but I push myself, even though I'm the champion, to be better and better.
And push yourself you've done. You're a two-time former Landmark Arena Heritage Champion. I've heard you refer to yourself as Mr. Ultimate Anarchy, being in the two inceptions of that matchup, winning one of them, that won the Landmark Arena Heritage Championship. But let's fast forward to the beginning of this year. It was January, Bunkhouse Rumble. You had a one-on-one match with Shane Marks prior to that.
Wow.
Shane Marks, victorious, was not happy with that victory, knocks you out of the Bunkhouse Rumble.
It could have been an opportunity for me to go in there and win the Bunkhouse Rumble and get a chance at this Anarchy Championship sooner. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for me, you know? Maybe things happen for a reason, and for reasons here I am standing Anarchy champion.
And speaking of that, we saw former champion Jacob Ashworth win the Bunkhouse Rumble, but your focus immediately switched to February when we went into the Golden Ticket matchup. And that night, you defeated 3 Anarchy stars. We're talking about Tyler Culprit, Scott Mason, and David Ali to get the Golden Ticket.
Right. I knew this was an opportunity to get a chance at any title I wanted. You know, I had to go in there and win 3 matches, but it wasn't just about winning those matches. It was about making sure my heart was in the right place, making sure that I knew what I was going in there to, what I was going in there to do. I was going in there to win. I was going in there to become the golden ticket holder in order to secure not only my future, but maybe this company's future.
And looking to the future, we did, because Hardcore Hell would have been the perfect opportunity for you to catch.
Two thoughts. I think the idea that he's embracing the role of like I want to help the company is really great. It really comes across very babyface, and it acknowledges the fans that are there that obviously love him. And he's our most improved this year, right? Will Caution. Is there somebody else? Comment below or contact me if you think that there's another name worth putting up there. Will Caution. Boy, it's going to be hard to argue against him, is it not?
Cash in. Instead, that night, one-on-one competition with another huge superstar, AC Mack, a match in which you were victorious in that. And then later that evening, we saw Jacob Ashworth victorious for the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. As a journalist, I feel it's my responsibility to ask, I've asked you this before, why not cash in at Hardcore Hell?
Well, honestly, with Jacob Ashworth winning it there, it didn't feel like the right time, especially after seeing Hold My Beer Hansen attack him. It just wasn't the right opportunity for me. That's not how I wanted to become champion.
What a great explanation. Again, super baby face, and Will Caution comes across as a guy you just want to hang out with, and there's really that kind of connection is really phenomenal. This was a great idea. Whoever's idea it was to get Will Caution out here talking in this way, with JJ helping to set up and tell the story, not assuming that everybody knew it. I think it's really great.
And so now we fast forward, you go through a couple months after Hardcore Hell, you had matches with Trevor Aon that you were victorious in, but then we go into the night you win the championship. You mentioned Hold My Beer Hansen. He comes out and attacks Jacob Ashworth again, this time with a beer bottle, smashing it over his head. Again, as a responsible journalist, I have to ask, why did that become the right moment to cash in?
Oh, good question.
Well, the answer is, JJ, we've been watching Undeniable do the same thing over and over for the last year plus. And not to take it away from Jacob Ashworth, he's a great champion and an even greater competitor. But I'm a man of the people. And I could see that they were going to keep this championship away from the people, and I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't stand back and just watch
come
that
on,
happen.
man. That's great.
It's for the people that work 9 to 5, the ones that got families, the ones that got kids. I know what they want. They want this championship defended. And not just defended here and there, but openly defended. And that means anyone who feels like they deserve a chance at this Anarchy Heavyweight Championship is going to get it. And most people would feel like, well, doesn't that make you scared? Doesn't that make you feared? And I think to myself, it's like only a man who knows what it feels like to be defeated can reach down to the bottom of his soul and grab that extra ounce of power it takes to win, even when the match is even. And I've done it. I've proven it every single time.
It's good
that
stuff.
Even when the cards are down and the chips aren't in my favor, that even on my worst day, that I'm better than good.
Now he's rolling. You see some of the answers, I can see the critiques already, right? Oh, they seem like pat answers and blah, 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 blah. But now that he's feeling confident, now that he's feeling comfortable, this is what you love to see. Now he's rolling. And it feels very real. My kid is over here. Two things going on. One, my kid is like, I can't touch the floor. So that's why you heard all that banging around. That's my kid like grabbing chairs and running into the table and all kinds of crazy stuff. And my kid doing Duolingo to learn that Spanish. So if you hear that noise, that's what it is. My kids do their thing. And Will Caution, though, I got to go back to him. He now he's rolling, and it's really great to see. I'm gonna go backwards just a little bit so we can hear him as he gains that confidence and as he kind of shifts it into a higher gear, takes control of the interview, and gives this great answer. Here we go.
And I've done it. I've proven it every single time. That even when the cards are down and the chips aren't in my favor, that even on my worst day, that I'm better than good. And on my best day, I'm better than that. I'm exceptional. And this championship right here, it proves it.
It's great. Really good. little highlight clip of it too. Wow. Wow.
Without a trace, I want to take shelter from the voice of rain.
He's really good.
Where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. Where the streets have no name. When still buildings and burning down love.
Wow.
Burning down love. And when I go there, I'll go there with you.
This is what I like. I gotta say, if this was your like introduction to Will Caution, you really got a good one. You got the story of him eventually cashing in. You had a good interview with JJ, where he really picked it up at the end and seemed to take control of it. And now they're showing these clips of him. One thing I like about him is he unabashedly goes into doing the moves. There's no hesitation. It feels very natural and very great. Now, he's in the ring with some people who are really good, and obviously they're doing their end, but this is a really good exhibition for Will Caution. This is fantastic.
It's all I can do.
Oh, so good. Great stuff. Congratulations to Will Caution and to Anarchy for putting this out. I think it's a really good, it's a billboard not only for Will Caution, obviously, but for Anarchy as well. I think it's really great. It feels really good, and this came across beautifully. I've been critical of stuff in the past, even some of the interview stuff that JJ has done, where I was like, it feels like no insightful questions were asked. And this one, it was kind of cool. It's just like, well, okay, you wouldn't cash in at this moment, but then you cashed in on this moment, even though the situations were kind of similar. What's the difference? And the explanation was fantastic. It felt like it kind of tied up a lot of loose ends, and it really feels like this is the Will Caution era, which is also pretty wonderful. This is Stephen Platinum.